All right, Corey and Corey are back here. Little podcast pregame again. How you doing, Corey?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, man. We're Friday finally, or Friday.
Or
Good God,
Sunday?
we're Sunday. We're Friday. We're Sunday. We're a day. Leave me alone. Um, how you feeling going into tonight? You pretty excited?
I'm pretty excited. I'll be at the Bucko Marmi game. I felt it was only fair that we switch this time because usually I cover the LC game and Corey covers the Bucko game, and I was like, well, let's switch it up this time. It's closer for me and it's closer for you, so we're gonna have fun. I think I'm the only one from the podcast that's gonna be in Bucko.
You are the only one, and then after the game, I'm gonna have to get you to head this way so you drop my stuff off so I can get everything uploaded for everybody. But that's some behind the scenes that people don't care about.
Yeah.
Um, let's start with Bucktoosh Miramichi Corey because that game starts first. So really the only lineup changes are Brett Young is in
hmm
and James Scott is out. Besides that, everything looks very similar. The key thing I think to talk about is Andrew Langton getting the start tonight in Bucktoosh.
Why wouldn't he? He's been playing phenomenal. That interview you did with him is one of my favorite interviews that's been done on this channel. It's a very heartfelt interview. If you haven't listened to it yet, go do it. Like Lang Tang is undefeated this year. That's the key thing here. He hasn't lost a game this year.
Yeah, he's 4-0. 4-0, 5-0, something like that. He had a few regular season starts, won them all, won everything in the playoffs. Deserves to start tonight.
Absolutely.
Again, we don't know if Dan's hurting or what's going on, or maybe they're just going with a hot hand. I wouldn't blame them for that. Um,
Maybe it's a combination of both.
big return here for Brett Young
hmm
after his suspension. So getting that Gallant Young Russell line back together. Russell fresh off scoring that overtime winner.
Yep.
I think Miramichi's gonna, to be fair, Miramichi is the only team that's come close. No team has come closer to beating Bucktoosh at home than Miramichi. Let's put it
Yep.
that way. Dalhousie took them to overtime as well. Miramichi's taken them to overtime at home a couple times. Is tonight the night? And what does Miramichi have to do to make it the night?
Well, the thing is, they're riding that momentum right now. They add Brett Young, that's an integral part of the Northmen. So I think riding high, no storms to stop the momentum. It's going to be a very interesting night because then you look on the other side. The JCs are still undefeated at home. It's the bad like now that I think about it, it's the battle of the undefeated. Who gets their goose head taken away? Is it Langtang or is it the JCs?
So Alexandre Jacob moving up to the first line for the JCs, Logan Timmons to the third line, but really they have three scoring lines that are
Yeah.
super talented. That fourth line's pretty damn talented too. Besides that, not a ton of changes. A little change here on defense. Very similar lineup as we've seen. I think the key for me for Miramichi, if they want to win this game, score early, take the crowd out of it, and just keep the pressure on. For Bucktoosh, do exactly what you've been doing. Miramichi, I would say, got in some penalty trouble at some points this season or this series, and that's hurt them. So, play some clean hockey, stay out of the box, and quiet that crowd down. I think tonight could be the night that Miramichi wins the game. Obviously, I'd never bet against the JCs if I was going on a cool bet. I'd be probably betting for the JCs, easy money.
Probably.
But tonight could be the night.
It could be. A time will tell. I will be there. I'll be snapping some pictures and I will be interviewing the winners at the end of the night.
The other game tonight, 7:30 p.m. Elspucktuck Hawks hosting the Dalhousie Marauders in Rishabakto. The lineup for Dalhousie has been released. It's very similar to a normal lineup. The only difference would be that, let me think here, Parsons is out and Mockler's moved up to that first line. So you got Mockler, Vaikul, Belnall from last year playing together again.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's pretty much the same roster as the last games. For the Hawks, we don't know the lineup. We do know that Elijah Francis is suspended one game based on the last game. So that's all that we know. Got to assume the Hawks are going to have a full lineup or close to it. How important is this game for the Hawks?
It's do or die. If you lose at home, your season is probably over. The Hawks always do well when their backs are against the wall. Um, who do I think wins this one? I have no clue, none whatsoever. I think it's going to be a nail biter in Rishabukto. As soon as the JC's games is over, I'm probably going to be on my phone watching it while the JC's game is on, actually. But you know, yeah, it's important. If you lose at home, you're probably done. You're going to Dalhousie to get slaughtered. Um, so for the Hawks, it's do or die.
Yeah, I think winning one game in Dalhousie is doable for the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
Having to win 3 games in a row to finish the series, that would be tough. So
It's tough.
tonight's a huge night for the Hawks. They've got to win. Their backs are against the wall. If you're the Marauders, you want to stay out of the box, play smart hockey, score early, take the crowd out of it a little bit. The crowd in LC, I mean, Rishabukto, one of the loudest crowds. It's just the way the arena is made, too.
Yep.
It's a loud rink, so it's a hard rink to play in,
especially with those
fan.
horns. God, they just like tickle the inside of your ears in the wrong way.
I agree. So yeah, no, good lineups for both teams. I think this is going to be a great game. 7:30 puck drop, not a 5:30 puck drop. I think the player to watch for me for each team, Miramichi, I have a gut feeling it's going to be an Avery Brennan kind of game.
Yeah,
he's going to come out hitting. I feel like he's your guy to watch. For the JCs, I want to see what Logan Timmons looks like on that line. If I'm a Hawks fan, man, all eyes for me are on Robbie Graham. I think Robbie comes out tonight hard. And for me, for Dalhousie, it's going to be LeMay. Is LeMay going to stand on his head again like he did last game? That's what I'm going to be looking for. So I can't wait. Corey, who do you think is going to win in Bucktouche?
The fans.
The fans. Who do you think is going to win in LC?
The fans.
The fans again. All right. Well, there you go, folks. You heard it here. You're all going to win.
You're all going to win.
Enjoy the win. Enjoy this. Corey, we're not going to talk too much longer because it is currently 4 p.m. and we're about to head to the rink.
Yeah.
So you're heading to the rink a little bit before me, but I will be there soon too. See everybody at the rink tonight. Thanks everybody for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks everybody for your support. Corey, see you soon.
Take care.